We have another set of questions today from some of my readers who have been writing into the website. This first one is from Lucy in Tampa. Lucy writes, "When I was a child about 7 years old, my father came to live with my mother and I. He was an active alcoholic who was verbally and physically abusive. He dominated everything that went on in the house, whether he was there or not. All I ever heard was, 'If your father found this out,' or 'When your father comes home,' all threats in some form or other to get me to be fully compliant with whatever my mother's latest whim was. My question is, in spite of how miserable it made me feel, why do I seek to make friends with people who don't even care? Why do I always choose men and relationships, love situations, like my dad and my parents' marriage?" Lucy, I am so honored that you sent this question in, and I want to give you a very open and honest answer, because the truth in the United States is that at least 50% of the households that have children in them are experiencing this kind of emotionally abusive environment between parents and children. So I know that you are not alone in feeling this kind of compulsion to go out and find people who actually treat you badly, who devalue you in your relationships with them, and you feel compelled to seek out men who intimidate and threaten in your love relationships with them, who treat you badly, who are emotionally abusive. And because there are so many millions of men and women in this country who find themselves repeating these same abusive kinds of patterns and seeking out people who will help them repeat these patterns, that's why in my book I specifically talk about the importance of learning to value yourself. I have had to learn to value myself. I work on this with all of my clients, and this is exactly what I talk to all of you about in my book. Because of the way we get treated as children, and most of our parents didn't intend to treat us badly, it's all they knew, it's what they were taught to do. Because of the way we get treated as children, we seek out the same kinds of relationships as adults that reenact the relationships that we had when we were children within our families of origin. If you felt devalued as a child by your parents through their treatment, as an adult you are going to seek out relationships that devalue you as well. Thank you for asking me this question.